following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
I'm glad Ruben got a day off. You know what I'm saying? He out there on vacation or whatnot.
Well, see, I'm not going to say it, but it's funny that you say that.
I mean, he still chimed in on the comments at the beginning.
He had one comment, man.
Bruh, why?
I was wondering why it was on at all.
Exactly. It's like, why, bruh? Get out of here. We don't need you.
Wow.
We was late without you, bruh. You think we don't know how to be late without you?
You going to pay for that one. Oh, I can't wait till next week when he says
pay for what? Nigga, he don't pay me, so how am I gonna pay for it?
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, MoeB, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
What's up, y'all? This week we don't have Ruben. He is in parts unknown, so it's me and MoeB today. Or actually tonight, because it is 9 p.m.
And we can't blame him for being late. Can't blame him for being late.
You know, I was trying to keep you out of that. I was trying to keep you out.
No, man, F Windows, man. F Windows.
Man, well, you know Windows like to update, so you know.
I'll take the heat for this L. I'll take the heat for this L.
So other than Windows not getting along with you, how's your week, man?
I mean, look, the week it started, it ended. The weekend has been pretty dope.
Okay.
How so? NFL draft is like, the NFL draft used to be my thing, but now that they've gone prime time and everything, I feel like, you know, I'm like that old school hip hop person that like hates the fact that it's become mainstream. That's how I feel about the NFL draft. I remember taking the weekend off back in the day just so I could sit there Saturday and Sunday and watch all of the draft. And now that it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I mean, it just don't do it for me like it used to.
Well, let's back up a minute. I think the draft is actually much more interesting than it's ever been. But why do you think
it is?
So that's why you're mad?
No, it's not that I'm mad about that. I'm mad at everybody else on it now. Like, it used to be like me, Mel Kiper, and a couple people who just like would tune in all weekend to watch the draft. Now it's on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday. We got it at cities. We got it's like, nah, man, I wanted to be in the same place every year. I want to listen to Mel Kiper talk for like 16 hours straight without taking a bathroom break, because that dude is notorious for never taking a bathroom break in the entire broadcast.
It's Mel Kiper, man. He's a superhero.
And now it's just like, yo, now everybody on it. And I'm just like, yeah, it's cool and all, but I kind of liked it when it was just a few of us. You know what I'm saying? It was more intimate that way.
I hear that, kind of a locals only type thing.
Yeah, man. Like, don't get me wrong. It's still interesting. I mean, it's still cool to see every year how the Raiders are going to do something stupid. And I don't even know if the Raiders actually did anything stupid this year. It's just, you know, they're the Raiders.
Okay, well, actually, this is one of the things I wanted to ask you. I didn't know that it would come up. I was going to bring it up later. So since you brought it up, I'm going to bring it up now. I believe that Roger Goodell, as a white man, daps up better than any person I've ever seen. Do you agree with that? Because he hit that hand hard. He hit that hug hard. He just all in it, man. It's like he want to go to the cookout for real.
I mean, I don't know if he really has a choice. And I mean, look, who has more practice than that guy?
Well, Tagliabue had a lot of practice, and Roselle had practice too.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was telling,
I guess you're right. Look, he trying.
I think he's succeeding, because we were sitting there watching the draft. I think we watched the first four or five picks, and I looked at Lauren. I was like, that dude dapped like he like from the hood. I mean, he hit that hand hard. He hit the hug hard. If they want to lift him up off the ground, he ain't mad. it's like, because I remember what Paul Tagliabue was like, and I remember what Pete Rozelle was like. And it was much more business-like, a handshake, hold up the jersey if you're the number one pick, whatever, and you go off and you do your thing. But he looked like he was really feeling like this is a life-changing moment for this young man. I want to be part of that, and I'm not going to play around with it. And I wanted to ask you that.
I mean, I feel like part of it is that, and the other part is like Roger Goodell is kind of like a supervillain, even though he don't want to be. Because I mean, like he get booed every year.
He didn't get booed this year, though. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, they booed him a little bit. They kind of got weak on it now, but they booed him a little bit. But I mean, he dapping these dudes up like, hey, if I ever got to see you again, that probably means I'm taking money from you. So you better get this dap right once.
Is that what he was thinking? You sure about that, sir?
No, man. Honestly, man, I think Roger Goodell just actually enjoys this shit. You know what I'm saying? He just actually enjoys it.
He looks like he does.
He's got one of the best and worst jobs ever. Like, he represents the NFL, but technically he's 32 owners' bitch.
That's true.
And he's got to go out there and, pretend that he's not being a bitch and be the face of all the people that, for the most part, the common man hates. Unless it involves the brother getting their money, then all of a sudden everybody want to take the owner side.
Yeah, we need to talk about that too. But I do agree with that. But I was impressed with Mr. Goodell, Esquire. He know how to dap you up. I was impressed. He looked like he was really enjoying that moment for everybody that was up there. So, the last time Ruben wasn't here, we did one of the most in my opinion, it was the funniest segment ever. Because what your take on Black Jesus, I still cry at that one. That was hilarious. But we got another Fast Five with MoeB. And I got some questions for you, sir.
That's sure. Do I need to prepare myself?
No, because you coming off the hip is your superpower. So I don't need to tell you no questions. I just need to let you know this is what's going to happen. So now it's happening again. So question number...
we starting right now? We going right into it?
The introduction was like, my week was good. My woman fine, whatever.
I was just about to say, like, damn, you didn't say nothing about your week. Hey.
You know what? My week was really good. It was my short week, so I had more days off during the week. The wife and I did a lot of stuff together, which is always fun no matter what it is. And I have enjoyed watching a lot of basketball. I haven't watched this much basketball in a long time.
Did you see Steph Curry be awesome today?
That dude was like, he was a video game today. He was a cheat code today. Because I told Lauren that too. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen him be this aggressive with getting his shot off in like ever. I've never seen him that aggressive with the ball. That dude turned into a little mini Kobe for a minute. Because it's like once he got the ball, didn't nobody else see it but the basket.
I disagree with the cheat code. I feel like he was being a supervillain today. Like, I feel like all them Kings fans in there that came to cheer for their young team winning, Steph Curry came in there and basically was just like, F yo couch.
I mean, nobody ever said that. Well, his nickname is the babyface assassin. He got it for a reason. He a straight killer, but I've just never seen him that aggressive before. I mean, he had a couple passes he could have made and didn't make them, and I was just like, okay.
I mean, did you see the way the rest of the team was shooting? At one point in time, basically, he just said, all right, boys, just get on my back because y'all niggas suck tonight.
Well, actually, that started in Game 6 because he was the only person that did anything. Everybody else was like, I don't know what was going on. And I believe that moment after that game was over, he was like, okay, I know what time it is now.
I used to hate Kayvon Looney. I'm going to be the person that I'm going to be the bigger person. No, man, I'm going to be the bigger person. When they first drafted Kayvon Looney in their first couple championship runs, I used to be like, why do they keep playing this dude? This dude doesn't do anything for them. And every year, that dude just does all the stuff nobody wants to do. And now I'm like, well, I kind of got bought in on him maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I was like, finally, all right, I get it. I get why he got to be out there because he doing all the stuff that ain't nobody else doing. He doing all the stuff that Draymond Green gonna take credit for.
Really, man? He didn't take credit for that. Come on, man.
But what I'm saying is, like, when we talk about the Warriors, everybody always talks about how Draymond Green is the defense and the toughness. And I'm just like, nah, he just the mouthpiece. Kayvon Looney the one that be out there really doing all the dirt.
No, Draymond does dirt too, but Kayvon does it without talking.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, Draymond Green is doing all the dirty work, but he wants somebody to notice him. And Kayvon Looney is just like, yeah, I showed up to work, I clocked in, I clocked out.
20 rebounds, sir.
Cash these checks. You know what I'm saying? I cash these checks.
20. That was Rodman like.
You know that dude ain't missed a game in 2 years?
No, I did not know that.
That's the little. He ain't missed a game in 2 years. He always there, always clocking in on time.
164 games. No, and he's always there. I did not realize.
Always.
That. Did not realize that. Well, he went off today. I mean, because if it weren't for him, and especially in the first half, if it wasn't for him, it would have been really bad. Really bad. Because Sacramento acted like they couldn't miss nothing in the first half. I don't know what happened in the second half, but in the first half was like, wow.
Steph happened.
Well, Steph was happening in the first half, but I was like, don't miss.
Yeah, but what happened is eventually you look across and realize that I can't keep doing this, and he just kept doing it.
Truth.
When he made that last three, when the dude fell over him, everything, I was just like, you could just see everybody on the Kings team just say, all right, F it.
Yeah.
He that guy.
Yeah. Because we were talking about that too. We was like, because my wife was like, man, they're just running away with it. And so I think they gave up.
Yeah, he took their heart. They basically just looked, and he had their heart hanging out his mouthpiece.
For real, it was bad. Anytime somebody can shoot that well with a mouthpiece hanging out their mouth, that's not a good sign.
At this point in time, sir, what do you have the mouthpiece in your mouth for?
I mean, somebody knock your teeth out.
Yeah, but the thing is, half the time he ain't got it in his mouth.
Truth. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think he's a cheat code. I mean, I think he's he's more motivated the last couple of years because he is actually 35 years old, going on 36. He's getting older, and it's just like, you real motivated now because everybody like, man, Steph can't. Oops, my bad. So he's in that proving them wrong mode. I promise you he is. So I don't know if the Warriors are going to go all the way because they really need to show me they can win on the road, but they went on the road today because you're talking about a team that won 11 times on the road, and there's 41 games on the road.
Hey, I don't even care at this point if they win. What Steph just did today was basically say, look, I'm probably the best player of this post-LeBron era, and the fact that we still talk about other people and don't talk about him is kind of insulting. I mean, I get it. He ain't big, so he can't do like Giannis things, and he doesn't do all the sexy stuff defensively and everything. But the dude shoot from 40 feet away, gets to the basket whenever he wants, and sometimes it don't even look like he looking at the rim when he shoot. He out here doing no look threes.
You are not wrong, sir. But I gotta say something. I'm glad that Jalen Rose said it today after the game. But this dude got point guard handles, even though he off guard. I'm like, because I saw him in his between the legs behind the back.
Technically, he is their point guard.
I realize that, but he's not. And it's just like, to see a dude that handles the ball only when the situation arises is like, I mean, that dude, man, he got more handles than Samsonite. I'm like, I don't even understand all that. But because two guards generally don't have that ability. They don't work on that. They work on shooting, but he can do it all. So I think that he's always his weakness in everybody else's mind is the fact that he's 6'1". But that dude will kill you. Because I saw him kill like 40,000 people today. So just saying. I mean, the people was walking out of the stadium. They got all quiet. They did chant Sacramento, but I mean, it was weak. So
I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, I get it. You root for the home team and everything, but at some point in time, you gotta just start cheering for great. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can't cheer for the opposite team, but you can sit there quietly and go.
Hold on. No, I've seen it happen before. Look, I'm a Hawks fan. Okay. Unfortunately, I say it out loud, but I remember back in the day when I was a kid, and Larry Bird was basically giving them the business. And at one point in time, Larry Bird hit like this fadeaway shot falling out of bounds, and you see all the Atlanta players, the players on the bench, basically cheering for Larry Bird because they just like, hey, look, we know he killing us, but damn, he killing us. Like, like this dude went all the way in his bag.
Man, I mean, you know, you're not wrong because I heard of the game that you're talking about, but I don't think that those people were going to do it, but they were quietly doing it though. They had to be. This dude went off for 50, man. 50. Just sad. But that was my week. A lot of basketball, a lot of wifey time. It's been a good week. So, Fast Five with MoeB. I'll ask you some questions. You don't know what the questions are. You are just going to ad-lib what you do.
Don't know the answers either.
You know the answer. You know the answer. Don't even try to downplay. You know the answer.
All right.
All right. Question number one. What are you thinking when a white preacher talks about the dangers of being woke? Or when white people in general talk about being woke? You got to take a drink. Woo. Oh, another swig. Oh, this is going to be good.
Basically, I think of white fragility.
Okay.
Because like anybody that's afraid of quote unquote being woke, which is a word that literally I don't think black people have honestly said in a serious manner in like what 3-4 years. But you know, it's not even our word no more. Like when they say stay woke, we're like, whoa, we're not even talking to us now. But basically, it's just like, look, if you feel like it's dangerous for people to think freely and away from traditional systems of oppression, then how small is your penis exactly? If like, look, because I get it if you feel like, hey, the pendulum swung too far in the other direction, but that's how pendulums work. If it's been swinging too far in one direction, the only way to balance that motherfucker out is to swing farther in another direction. Like we say it as men. We talked about how the Me Too era came out, and we was just like, yo, it feels like it's dangerous to have a penis and be rich now because anybody can just accuse you. Unfortunately, that comes from decades, if not centuries, of just a whole bunch of irresponsible male nasty shit. So the pendulum's gonna swing too far. So if you are a white person scared of wokeness, then just shut the fuck up. Because like we not attacking you for it. We just saying like, look, man, are there systematic forms of oppression in this country? Yes. And if you feel uncomfortable saying that, then you're either an idiot or you're willfully ignorant. And either way, I ain't got time to argue with you. So when I see a white preacher saying the fears of being woke, it's like, yo, you know, once upon a time, preacher, there were a whole bunch of people saying of the dangers of Jesus. And, you know, so like, you know, if you're going to just be out here judging the dangers of wokeness, just remember at one point in time, your Lord and Savior was the most woke thing in going.
Truth. All right. Question number 2. If you were single and broke, would you ask your bank teller or loan officer on a date? They have all your financials right in front of you.
Bank teller? Absolutely.
What? Really? Explain.
Bank teller? Absolutely.
Okay, how so? Because I'd be embarrassed. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. She knows this.
First of all, my mom's worked in banks and credit unions my whole life. So I know the majority of them young tellers, they ain't got no goddamn money either. So I don't really feel like she gonna flex on me just because you handle money. Don't mean you handle it in your account, lady. So like we can be broke together. Like
we can be broke. Wait a minute, but she's still a woman. She can play that card. Like I don't have to have money, but you do.
That's fine. She can play the card, but like that don't mean I ain't gonna take my shot. Like I don't look. I was broke before. Like so, hell, I'm still pretty broke. Like if every broke dude used the fear of being broke to not talk to women, then about 95% of the male population just would never speak to women.
But usually those women don't see all our financial information right in front of them.
First of all, she don't see all my financial information. She sees my financial information to that institute. That don't mean I ain't got multiple accounts. People with money usually don't have it all in one place.
You, sir, are an optimist. Because I promise.
Oh, AG, you said would I holler? You didn't say would I be successful. Nobody here said anything about me being successful.
And that's true, because what I'm telling you is I wouldn't bother with it. She already know I got $20.19 in the account constantly. She already know. Ain't nah, dude, nah.
I'm gonna shoot my shot, man. Because I mean, look, if she know I ain't got that much money, but she know I'm always coming back there and I'm withdrawing constantly, she know at least some money going in there. You know what I'm saying? She don't know my life like that, and that's cool. Like, if she say no, she say no. Like, being broke or being ugly gives you a sense of fearlessness, man. Like, what else you got to lose?
Wait a minute, being ugly gives you a sense of fearlessness too?
First of all, have you ever been out to any bar in USA? Any bar USA, the dude that is trying to holler at the most female usually ain't the best looking dude.
You are not wrong, sir.
He's a dude that's basically just like, hey, it's the numbers game, baby. I got to shoot as many shots as possible.
Because one of them going in. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game, baby. Like, look, I might not be the most efficient shooter, but if I get up 50 shots, I can score 20.
Oh my God. Okay. Question number 3.
Loan officer, I don't know, because she really do.
She sees your credit rating and everything. That's why
she got access to everything. Like with the loan person, it's like, man, I can't even give you no jab step. I can't try to give you no fake out. I can't talk about no unfortunate circumstances because you can see.
But I mean, are you still shooting your shot though? Are you still shooting your shot?
I mean, look, that depends.
On what?
And that depends on the level of desperation I have in my current situation of singleness.
Your level. Okay, you have to explain that. Your level of desperation.
All right, man. Like, look, I feel like when you single but you still got options.
Okay.
You still have a little bit of a defense system called pride and ego. But I feel like once you get way far away from like having like options, after a while you just get that desperation like overcomes your sense of pride and ego. And you just you basically become the ugly dude in the bar. It's a numbers game at this point in time. Like, look, it's been X number of years, months since I've had some affection, so I'm out here shooting shots. I'm out here practicing every day, trying to get as many shots up as possible.
With a 500 credit score, and she looking right at it.
Hey, look, man, look, first of all, we've said several times that women are always looking for somebody they can fix and save. I am the most savable person alive right now if my credit score is terrible and I'm broke and I'm single.
That's why I love doing this.
I am a rebuilding team. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, anybody can go out there and get a ready-made place, but like, you get this together. If you get this together, hey man, all your female friends gonna be like, oh yeah, you did that, girl. He really won't shit till you came around.
Okay. Ooh, okay, that was good. You are not wrong though. All right, third question. Is your wife a professional passenger?
Yes. And that there doesn't even need to be no explanation of that. Like,
he's like, yes. I have one too. At
this point in time, I don't know if she's a professional passenger or if I'm just her personal chauffeur. Because there's a difference. There's a difference. Because like, professional passenger means she won't drive nowhere. I mean, that means she's basically an Uber and a Lyft away from every place.
Even if if you're not around, she still won't drive? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. If I'm not around, she'll still get there somehow. So she's willing. So she's not a professional passenger. She chooses to have a driver when I'm around. Because she will get there. She might complain about it later on. She might be like, it's scary later on. You know, I don't like driving at night. I mean, like, all the things that she don't like doing. If she got to get there, she'll get there, which I respect and don't respect all at the same time.
Wait a minute. So why don't you respect it?
I don't respect it because that card always gets pulled out and I can't pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more like jealous thing. Like, I wish I could pull it out. Like, look, AG, I have come off of literally being on the road for like 10 straight hours.
Okay.
And I'll pull up and she's about to go somewhere and she'll be like, will you come with me? And I'm thinking, I ain't really trying to come with you, but sure. I'll walk in the house, change clothes, come back outside. She in the passenger seat now. She was just in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? She was just in the driver's seat. And all of a sudden she teleported to the passenger seat. The doors never opened. Like all of a sudden her image just reappeared in the passenger seat.
And you just got home after a 10-hour drive.
And then like midway down the driveway, I can drive if you want me to.
You know what that means. That's just a placeholder.
Now, AG, what I am going to say is that don't happen every time, but it has happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she gonna say cap now?
Wow.
Okay, see, then you gonna how you gonna say cap and then say I only do it some of the time, which is literally what I just said.
Oh my God.
So basically, she was like, I just don't want to say you right, but I can admit that I'm wrong.
Hey, she didn't say you were right though. That's all that matters.
Look, as a married man, I don't really try to get her to ever say that she's wrong. I just want at some point in time for her to acknowledge that she might not be right. And that's kind of a win for me. If she can just acknowledge that she might not be right, I'll take it.
Yeah, man, do men spend a lot of time splitting hairs just to survive?
Or they just die. You're either splitting hairs to survive or you die. Them's the options, AG. There's no in between.
Them's the options.
No, there are three options.
Okay.
You can either survive, you can die, or you can be lonely.
Well, surviving and lonely are almost cousins.
Almost.
But I understand your point, though. I do. Oh, that was so good. All right, question 4.
I only do that some of the time.
But she led with cap. She led with cap. She led in capital letters, no less. That means she's yelling. Just saying. So, question number 4. And my wife, too, on this one. Your wife wakes up from a dream that you cheated on her, and the next couple of days, low-key treated you like you're an adulterer.
Yeah. Yeah.
No question. Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Realistically, that's happened in almost every relationship I've ever been in.
Really?
Yeah, like almost every relationship I've ever been in, like at some point in time, the women's intuition, the women's like all those things that they can lean on, like has come in, and it's like, then you out here apologizing for fictitious you.
Fictitious you.
And don't get me wrong, man. I've done so much shit on my own to earn side eyes and cold shoulders, angry faces. I don't need subconscious help. Like I don't need. Look, how come Freddie can't come into her dreams as opposed to me being in her dream doing something foul?
Well, no, we can't do that because then your wife would be dead. You don't want that. Oh, he thought about it. Wow.
No, because like I'm not convinced that Freddie could kill my wife in her dream.
Freddie kills everybody. He killed Johnny Depp.
Not convinced.
How you figure? What superpower does your wife have that would help her defend herself against Freddie in a dream?
The gift of gab.
So she gonna talk him to death? Yes.
At some point in time, he was like, "Oh my God, would you just wake up?"
No cuddle time for you, sir.
Would you just wake up?
No cuddle time for you.
A matter of fact, by the time it gets over, he might be the person, basically telling her about me. You know what? You should wake up because he probably doing some shit he ain't got no business doing right now while you in here sleep with me.
Would you just wake up? Ooh. Oh, that was good. All right, this last one should be pretty good too. This last one. All right. Will your mother tell you that you're gonna get a beating, and then when you get home, act like nothing happened, like all the rest of the evening, the rest of the afternoon, the rest of the evening, and then commence to whipping your ass about 2 a.m.?
No.
So she's gonna get you right when y'all get in the door.
My mom has never prepared me for any ass whooping I've ever received.
What are you talking about?
My mom engaged in psychological warfare. She was never going to tell me an ass whooping was coming. Never.
What did she do?
Nothing. She wasn't going to say anything. The ass whooping just coming. Like, that shit might come. That shit has scarred me to the point where, like, I can't even deal with, like, arguments from, like, the past. Like, if you bring up some shit that happened like more than 48 hours ago, I don't want to talk about it, because I remember getting ass whoopings for shit I did the week before. And having to hear about like what I did like 10 days ago.
Are you serious?
And like, you know, I'm 7, so like 10 days ago when you 7?
That's a lifetime ago.
That's like, yo, what are you even talking about?
Well, actually, that's kind of the spirit of the question. Because
so my head was always on the swivel. Like, look, no matter how good I had been, AG, I never thought I had been good enough to not get a whooping. Because I knew I had done something before that she could always bring back up. Now, granted, I didn't get a lot of ass whoopings because I was smart, and I talked my way out of a lot of ass whooping. I did. I talked my way out of a lot of ass whooping.
Okay.
I was smart enough not to get caught.
That I believe, yes.
And when I did get caught, the one thing I was pretty good at is when I knew there was no getting out of this. When there was like, look, there's no lie to tell that is going to get me out of this, I instantly went back into fallback mode, which was, I'm going to deny.
So you're going to shaggy defense it then?
I'm going to shaggy defense that shit, because like what I learned is like my mom, one thing she hates doing is like proving her point.
Why would she hate doing that?
Because she don't like to have to talk about, like she don't like repeating herself. So if I can make her repeat herself enough, she's going to burn herself out. Because my goal with my mom was to get to the ass whooping. I wanted to get to the ass whooping because I just wanted her to shut the hell up. So like, you know, back in the day when they were like, hey, look, you can either be on punishment or get fussed at, take this ass whooping. I was always the person, hey, just go ahead and get that ass whooping out the way. Let's keep it pushing. Like, let's just keep it pushing. Ain't nobody got time to be here. Like, look, man, like, you know, I feel bad for my wife because like she's partially living, you know, vicariously through these scars, man, because like she be wanting to talk about shit that happened back. I'm like, oh my God, I can't look backwards no more, man. Cause back in the day, every time I looked backwards, I was either looking at an ass whooping or looking at like some nagging shit that I didn't want to hear about no more. My mom has woken me up at 3 a.m. to fuss at me about some shit I did a week ago, just because she remembered it when she woke up.
Again, kind of the spirit of the question. So the answer actually is yes.
But once again, I never was preempted. Like my mom never was like, oh, when we get home, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I would have loved to experience that because I would have been like, all right, so we get home in like an hour or 2, I get my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 45 minutes later, I'll keep it pushing like nothing ever happened. No, my mom won't gonna do that. My mom will go home, cook dinner, watch TV, fall asleep, wake up in the morning the next day, cook me breakfast, let me go to school, come back 2 days later after playing basketball, ass whoop might just come. And you ever got an ass whooping and had to remember why you was getting ass whooping?
No,
that's the worst. That is the worst shit ever. When you, because you're not gonna ask. It's not like you're gonna be like, hey man, can you remind me again why you like the right jab, why you hanging it out there like that? Like, can you remind me why that's happening?
No, because every time I had an ass whipping, I already knew it was coming, and it was instant.
See,
sometimes she would just get me in the store. Sometimes she just get me in the store.
That instant got to be great, man.
It is.
That instant got to be great. And my mom liked to sneak hit people, man.
What you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? My mom liked to hit people when they weren't paying attention. like when there was no way you was gonna possibly to brace yourself.
So wait a minute. Your mom sucker punch you?
Hell yeah. Look, I remember walking out the store one time, not even realizing that apparently she had been mad at me about something, and she dropped her keys. You know what I'm saying? My mom, going to get her keys, drop the keys. I'm thinking, so I do, and like instantly, I go into good son mode. Let me go pick the keys up. As I bent down, right in the back of the head.
So she knocked you the rest of the way down.
Yeah. She used my momentum against me because look, the one thing I was pretty good at an early age was taking an ass whooping. So she knew the most effective way was I couldn't be prepared for it.
Now, well, you were a big child too? Did you kind of? No, you weren't. Okay, I didn't know if you had that height already.
Nah, I grew relatively. Like almost overnight.
That's right. You did tell us that you had a big growth spurt over summer, right?
Yeah, but I mean, when I was little, look, I take an ass with the best of them,
like Rocky.
And see, my mom knew that. My mom watched a grown man whoop my ass for like 20 minutes, trying to get me to cry.
Told us about that. That's right.
So she knew at an early age, like, look. If I'm gonna have to discipline this guy, I gotta do it psychologically, and I gotta do it when he's not expecting it.
Understood. I'm sorry for all them scars, man.
Look, honestly, I did not get that many ass whoopings. I was pretty good about that. My mom would probably say she was just nice and she didn't do it that much. I don't really think that's what it was. I think a lot of it was just she was tired. I knew how to play the card and feed card well. I knew how to not get caught. Luckily, I didn't live around my cousin. I mean, when I was younger, because he snitches.
You talking about E?
He snitches as an adult, which I just not to other adults, but like he's still snitching about stuff we did when we was kids, and I'm just like, yo, E, man, it's like. Tell nobody these things no more, man. Like, if your mom asked you a question about what we did when we was like 9 and 10, the answer is fifth. The answer is fifth. You're an adult. You can play that shit whenever you want. My mom asked me about stuff I did last week, and I'm like, fifth. That's none of your business, lady. None of your business.
But isn't it though? I mean, you are talking about, see, this stuff doesn't have a statute of limitations, man. It just doesn't. If he tells your mom you did something y'all did something when you were like 10, the statute of limitations is still there. She can still treat you some type of way if she wants to.
I mean, at this point in time, like, I don't think my mom, because, my mom did like the most brilliant thing ever. I mean, I didn't enjoy it when it happened, because it just made me feel some type of way. But like when I turned 18, my mom stopped caring about me. Like when I was an adult that had to go out and live my own life, my mom was just like, you are not my problem anymore. Like,
is that when she gave you the luggage?
Yeah, that was on my 18th birthday.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, so it was like, it was a blessing and a curse. Like I remember the first time a young lady came to see me when I was like on break when I was on college. And I was at my mom's house, and some lady came to see me, and my mom shut my door. She was like, "Just shut the door. I don't want to hear y'all talking." And I'm like, "I ain't supposed to have no door shut in your house. Like, what you do?" And then she had the audacity to come back and knock on the door when she wanted to talk. I'm like,
"What are you doing?"
This your house. And then she asked, she was like, is she staying tonight? What the fuck is happening?
Twilight Zone.
Yo, look, even if I wanted to do something that night, it wasn't gonna work. Like, I was so paranoid that like that was built-in erectile dysfunction. There was nothing that was gonna be able to happen in that woman's house.
That's pretty hard to do when you're 18, man.
So you are not gonna convince me that it is okay for this nice young lady to be in this room with the door shut overnight, when just like 2 months ago you was like, you didn't want me to be on the phone with chicks past like 9. Like, and now you out here just like, what, man, whatever.
Wait a minute, wait, you had a phone curfew?
Oh yeah, my mom's like, don't be out here cupcaking on the phone.
Cupcaking. Oh yeah, I was telling Lauren how your mom still says hussy.
Oh yeah,
That's
hussy,
hilarious, man.
hussy, skank.
She says skank?
Heifer.
I can see heifer.
Skeezer, which is new. I hadn't heard her say skeezer in a minute. She said skeezer the other day, and I was just like, whoa, you pulled that out your bag, Mom. I ain't heard that since the 90s. Like, yeah, man. God, I don't know when she care about me. And then it just stopped one day, man.
Well, it stopped when you turned 18. You just didn't know it.
But it just stopped. Like no cares. No F's were given once I turned. May 31st, 2001. Not a single F has been given since.
Now, do you feel some sort of trigger on Memorial Day?
No.
Okay. Just making sure you're all right, because it's coming up.
No, man. Because honestly, the transition was cool, and the transition of my mom not caring about me being an adult no more was cool, because it was cool that some of my friends got to see it too. Like, even my friends experienced differences. It was like, your mama is different. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, don't mind her. She just don't give a fuck about me no more. It's all right.
So y'all turned from mother and son to roomies.
Not roomies, because I never lived with her. Like, once I turned 18, I lived with her for maybe 2 more weeks. And the only time I ever was at her house was maybe like just visiting.
Okay.
But yeah, like after that, because she told me I only had 6 months to live with her for the rest of my life.
Wow.
So she said, you better not use it all up at one time. So I haven't used any of it. Because you just never know. You just never know, man. Like, I don't want to have to use my 6 months and it be up already. So
that is ruthless.
21 years later, I still have not used my 6 months. So like, I know no matter what, I got a place to stay for 6 months. No matter what happens, no matter how hard times get, I got a place to stay for 6 months.
So wait a minute, did she count that 2 weeks against you though?
Nah, because I was still in school.
Oh, so right as you graduated, you were gone.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well,
yeah, man. My mom, Ruben has experienced my mom like not caring before. Like, I remember the first time she walked in our apartment like unannounced, because she had came over and I didn't know she was coming. Not that it would have mattered, because I didn't really care either. But she came in, she asked because she used the bathroom. Of course, had to go to my room, use the bathroom, and she saw my wall of glory. I called it a wall of glory. Actually, it was a wall of convenience. I used to just hang the condoms up on the wall because it was just easy. It's easy to grab it. And like, I remember not thinking, she walked in and saw it, and she looked at me and she said my whole name, which usually meant I was in trouble. She said it and I was just like, oh, here we go. And then she looked at me and then she looked at Ruben and was like, at least you're using the big ones. Wow. And then walked out and I was just like, and Ruben died. Ruben,
I would have been paid money. I would have paid money. I would have paid money to hear her say that. At least she used the big ones.
Ruben died.
You wait till next week you on the show. I will ask and say, dude, what were you thinking when she
Ruben
said that?
died. I remember the first time she came in my dorm room, well, my apartment, and I had my roommate Terry, and I had Lost and Found. And when I call it Lost and Found, any nice young lady that had happened to fall on hard times and had to stay at my place and lost anything or left anything behind, I would just put it on the ceiling fan. So there was Yeah, and she saw that and she was just like, so these little heifers are leaving their panties in your room.
Wait a minute, these little heifers.
Yeah, and I was like, look, Mom, I did the responsible thing. I washed them, and I put them there for display because it might be embarrassing if you leave them. So if you see them, you can just take them down. We don't have to say nothing. Go about your business.
In no universe am I having that conversation with my parents at that age. Not at any age. I'm married and I'm not gonna have a conversation with my dad. Never.
I wasn't trying to have them conversations either, but just at that point in time, the care meter was gone for her. So once I got used to the fact that she didn't care anymore, I was just like, well, I'm still gonna stay on my side of the line. But when you ask certain questions, I feel like you're inviting certain answers. Like, what I'm not gonna do is lie to her. Now that I'm an adult, I don't have any real sufficient reason to lie. Because, when you under 18, you got plenty of reason to lie. Like self-preservation, survival, and like maybe way down at the bottom of my list was like disappointing her.
True.
But
I get it. I agree with that. Well, sir, that was a Fast Five. Funny as always. Thank you. So what you got for us, man?
I mean, look, man, I'm already talking about my mom, but it was her birthday yesterday, so.
Oh, did y'all have big celebration?
No, she had her own little shindig or date yesterday. We took her out to like a brunch / breakfast this morning and everything. Okay. And, going along the same lines, like, I know you said you would never have certain conversations with your parent or your dad, but question, man, like, when did you have that conversation as an adult with your parent that let you know that they also looked at you as an adult?
I never had one. I never had a conversation that if you were an outsider just listening would be like a cornerstone conversation from child to adult. I never had that. We don't really talk a lot like that.
I don't think I ever had that either.
So I don't, is that the spirit of the question that you're asking? Did I answer it right?
Yeah. I mean, cause I was thinking about it today. Like, I don't know when I had it. Cause I mean, I think we kind of had, I wouldn't say blurred lines, but like I had a interesting relationship with my mom anyway. Cause I always felt like I was the emotional parent in my household.
How so?
My mom was a very, very emotional person, and she would wear her emotions on her sleeve a lot. And then a lot of people in my family, especially like my uncles and stuff, would always basically program me to be like, hey, you gotta take care of your mom. So in many ways, I felt like I am the really cool, non-emotional, outward person because kind of always been that. Like when she was panicking when we were younger, I was hey, it's gonna be cool, we'll figure it out, blah blah blah. So we never had the I'm an adult conversation, but recently my mom has been, how do I delicately say this? I guess my mom has been living her single life now.
No, so she didn't really do that when you were a kid?
Nah, I mean, cause yes, I've never really seen her. I've seen her like maybe in 2 relationships since I've been an adult. And the current, whatever they are, relationship is kind of a non-thing to me because I've known the guy my whole life.
Okay.
They went to school together, so it's like I've known the guy my whole life.
Okay.
But like she's actually talking to me about like relationship stuff now, and I just don't know when that happened. Like I don't know when like all of a sudden she's talking to me about relationship stuff, and I'm just like, you do realize I'm your son. I don't necessarily. What advice am I gonna give you?
Well, I mean, I would say like the first thought that came to mind as you were talking was when you're talking about a single mom and an only child, it's like y'all against the world. So you could be to her you could be as much friend as you are son, especially now that you have age, you have your family of your own. You are a lot less her son now based on how you were brought up. And so now she can come to you and be like, hey, whatever. I mean, going back to, 10 minutes ago when you're talking about how her attitude changed overnight. You went from her child to being some dude, just like that. You were a grown man.
Because I never did receive all those. And I hear all the time about how only childs are spoiled and, moms are catered to. Like, I never experienced any of that. Like, most people who meet me, I have to tell them that I grew up like an only child for them to even know I was an only child.
Right.
I mean, I guess a lot of that was, proximity to like my cousins, and like, even though I may have been the only child, it's not like I was the only kid around. I was never really alone.
Right.
But yeah, I never really experienced the whole only child thing.
Well,
and she did a real good job of not trying to be friends with me when I was a kid. So it was like, when I see other parents now, like, we talked about the little sneaker ball that my football team had, and I was seeing the moms taking the boys like this. I'm like, boy, my mom would have never.
Right.
That line was definitive. She was my mom, and that was it.
I mean, but you're
friends was not an option.
Understood. But you're a 40-something-year-old man with 2 kids, a wife, and a life.
Yeah, and it's weird because she's talking to me like she was almost asking me for advice. When your parent finishes a relationship question that she's giving you and says, "Am I wrong?" I was like, "Are you asking me?
Yes.
Are you wrong?" Like, I don't. First of all, is this a trick question? I'm just saying, because like in the 40 years I've known you, you ain't never want nobody to tell you was wrong, even if you were wrong.
As far as you knew.
No. Period. She didn't want nobody to tell her.
Okay.
She might say, well, if I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong, which was code for, if I'm wrong, shut the hell up.
No,
Mind your business.
What I'm saying is, I think that your mom probably had somebody else that she confided in, and you just didn't hear it. And
Maybe.
And when she went to them, it's like, blah, 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 blah. Am I wrong? So
yeah, exactly. And all of a sudden, like, that person was me this morning. I was just like, nah, Ma, you ain't wrong.
I mean, but see, the other thing too is she's coming to you with, seeking advice because you are a man. Most women don't really think like a man, and even if they did, we're human beings. We still like, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, whatever. And so they go to the closest man that they trust. Big word, trust. So just saying, you're that dude now.
Hey, it's too much responsibility.
Sorry, you've already had a job.
You
didn't even know you had a job. You got the job.
It's too much responsibility, man. I don't like the insurgents that live in my house trusting me that much, man. Like,
I was going to ask you how the Taliban were doing.
This whole responsibility thing is still new to me, man. I'm almost 40, man.
No, it's not.
Okay, I shouldn't say it's new to me. It still don't feel comfortable, man.
It's not supposed to feel comfortable.
I don't know, man. I feel like some people are perfectly comfortable with the idea that other people depend on them. And me, I could live the rest of my life with nobody depending on me, and I'd be perfectly happy.
But the bottom line is, you're built for it.
Sure. Sure.
But you are. You were man. You built for it.
I'm just saying, but there's a lot of dudes who think they built for it and ain't. So
they're just not. They don't have the maturation, but they're built for it too. They just got to try harder.
I don't want to try no more.
I'm tired.
Bro. I'm tired of adulting.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Monday morning gonna get here, and you're gonna do your thing all over again.
I mean, yeah, because I like getting money.
You know what?
But,
it's okay. This is what we're doing now. So I can get money.
I like getting money. Well, I'm sorry. Correction. I like having enough money for the people around me to confiscate it.
So let me for the people that are listening right now, for people that are going to listen to the podcast later on this week, what he's actually saying is he enjoys people depending on him, like any decent man does.
No, I'm just scared of some of the people that depend on me, so I don't want to be damaged by not. Look, man, we've talked about it before. women can make you feel real small for not doing those man duties, man. And look, man, I already got a fragile ego, man. I can't.
Man, but
can't deal
a
with
woman disrespecting you is not the conversation we're having right now.
Yeah, because I haven't, I ain't that level of broke yet.
You know, you do a lot of hiding. You know that? You do a lot of hiding, sir. You know you like your family dependent on you.
No, I like them having somebody to depend on. I just, I'd like a day off.
There are no days off, sir.
I know, man. I know. I'm the Kayvon Looney of this household. I'm out here getting all these rebounds. I show up for all 82 games.
Really? See, you know what?
Don't nobody know what I do. They just like, hey man, he's always in the game. He getting these rebounds.
That means, yet again,
I got Steph Curry downstairs, and she out here getting these shots up.
Still means you're built for it.
Sure.
She's
that's true. You sure don't get a day off. I ain't gonna front. You don't get a day off. But you don't. But truth is, you don't want a day off. No,
what you mean she don't want a day off?
AG, look, man. Like sometimes this is just my personal opinion. Sometimes I feel that a lot of mothers don't necessarily want a day off. They say they want a day off, but they wouldn't really embrace that day off because they, like most people, want to feel needed. So if they went a day in which nobody asked them for anything, they'll be like, oh, I would love that. And then like 2 hours in, she would be bugging my daughters to do something. Do you need me to do this? What are you doing? Want to come talk to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, because as a guy, if I really ain't got shit to do, bro, I will take advantage of not having shit to do. She can't do it. She can't.
Well, she led with Cap, and she gonna probably say it again. I'm telling you, she gonna say it. You're because okay, for starters, you're right. So we can get that out of the way. But she doesn't believe that you're right.
Oh no, because I'm not. Because she says that I don't get days. I get days off. Now I would like to ask her from what? No, because I'm saying, are there some days where I don't have the parental duties? Yeah, I be out of town sometimes, and sometimes I'm just kicking it.
But that's not a day off. You still earning money, just not earning money near the
house.
Whoa. What?
Whoa. Don't you disrespect her like that.
All I said was you're out of town making money.
Nope. Don't you disrespect her like that.
Okay, how is that disrespectful?
because look, this is what I think. I feel like anytime she doesn't see what I'm doing, in her mind, I ain't doing shit.
Well, that's always true. But
so as soon as I leave the house, when I go out of town,
that's the day
I'm having the time of my life.
You living your best life, ain't you?
When I was in Lynchburg,
there's nothing to do in Lynchburg besides go to school.
Bruh, I was having the time of my life.
So you at Liberty University killing it.
I was out there living my best life.
In Lynchburg?
When I was in Fairfax in that hotel, oh my goodness, balling out of control.
So it's disrespectful for me to say that you were just making money and providing for your family.
Yeah, because I was
in some other city.
Yeah, because I was off.
You was off? You were working. You had to travel to get there, then you had to visit stores, and then you had to come back. That's working.
But I wasn't working at this house. and that's why when she made the statement, I don't get a day off, I absolutely agree with her, because she be here every day. Every day. So she don't get no day off. I acknowledge that. But when I'm out, when I'm gone, I'm on vacation, baby. It's just a little work.
I admire your I'm trying to stay married game, sir.
No, that's not stay married game. Like, I learned that a long time ago before I even got married, man. Like, my mom used to say that. My mom said, if a man ain't seen doing work, the man ain't working.
Okay, the idea that you've accepted that as a truth, which you should, your game is hot. You a cheat code. I'm just letting you know. Well, the one thing I want to say, I'm just going to say what's on my mind. We're going to cut it out and get on out of here. But I heard a question on a reel on Facebook the other day. And the question was, is blood thicker than booty? And after I finished laughing, because I thought it was the most hilarious thing I'd ever heard.
Is blood thicker than booty?
You know what? It's not. Because I promise you, this woman over here listening to me do this podcast right now, and she's probably laughing at this entire thing because she laughed her ass off when I mentioned it to her. I'm Team Lauren every time. I don't care who you are. If my dad, and he wouldn't, this is ridiculous, but I'm just letting you know as an example. If my dad gave me an ultimatum, he's gonna fucking lose every time. If friends or whatever, like it's either us or her, they're gonna lose. They are gonna lose. Cause see, to me, booty.
Is that the spirit of the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because see, the thing to me, booty is like not just ass. It's not a physical, it's not an object. It's everything that represents, which to me, booty represents your woman. And she is my family. And there's no one that's gonna come first that's living on this earth as a human being. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I have things to do, I need to do them or whatever it is, but you know, push comes to shove, all y'all second. So in that way, it was just one of those questions that was put in ghetto form. It's actually a really important question because some married people don't know how to do that. Their mama come first, their family come first, their dog come first, or whatever it is. Meanwhile, you disrespecting your spouse. Man, if you let your mama talk to your spouse any kind of way and you don't step up and just like, you know, verbally tell her to go sit her ass down, there's a problem there. I know it's your mama, but she can't talk to you. I mean, she can't talk to your ace like that. I mean, that's your first round draft pick, for real. So in that way, booty is always thicker than blood to me, because in all actuality, that's the thickest blood you should have. So that's what's on my mind. What you got, man?
Hey, man, I actually like that. But it's so funny to say is blood thicker than booty.
For real. I told you after I was crying.
Because based on the spirit of the question, I was about to say, depends on the booty. I'm just saying, man, there's a lot of dudes turn their back on family for the right booty.
Nah, not booty for booty's sake, no. I'm always gonna choose my dad over some skank, for real. Or actually skeezer, as your mom would say. However,
hussy.
There you go. I love hussy, man. But like your wife, your girl, you know, whoever your ride or die is, no way. And in my world, if you have a wife, that's your second in command. It's just that simple. That's your foxhole. Who you gonna fight? It's like y'all against the world. We get y'all the ball first. That person is never, you know, second to anyone. Never. So yeah, that's the spirit of the question. Because a lot of spouses don't know how to do that, or a lot of spouses don't want to, and they have a weak spouse that allows it to happen, or they're just, you know, overbearing and disrespectful and make it happen. So yeah, that question was really deep. Like I said before, after I stopped crying because I was laughing so hard.
There's a lot of layers to that question. Because I would also say that sometimes the people in question can disagree on the theory. So you say nobody comes before your ace, and I can say that too. But I can also say there have been periods and times in which she felt like something did, and that was a failure on my part. And when she addressed it with me, sometimes I still don't see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I still don't see it, but I try to hear it, because, you know, I have a weak spot for friends, you know, because I don't have a super large group of friends. I just don't. And most of my circle of friends literally can go to my mom's house, call her mom, like they're family.
Right.
So I know I've been known to, somebody call me, they need something, I'm out. I don't even think about it. And then sometimes she's felt like, well, you'll drop everything for them and not for me. Which, if you ask my friends that, they would all be like, exactly what she said in the comments. They'd be like, cap, because we know he dropped everything for you.
Right.
Problem is, if she don't feel it, it don't matter. Whether it's true or not, if I'm not doing a good job of making her feel it, it don't matter.
That's true.
Because when it comes to relationships, I have found that her feelings are facts and my feelings are my feelings.
You were not wrong like there, sir.
I'm saying her feelings are facts and my feelings are just feelings. That's all they are. Like nobody, like my feelings, I have to be able to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Her feelings, that's it. That's judge, jury, and executioner.
As we say on this show constantly, that's a whole nother podcast.
But no, man, that's you're right. Booty should be thicker than blood.
I think so.
Now, yeah, I don't know. I think earlier on in a relationship, I don't know if my girl comes before my friends. But yeah, once we became like, basically once she was living with me, it was like, all right, yeah. Because like I said, I won't dating just to be dating no more.
Exactly. Whatever your threshold of whatever your threshold of the summit is, if that person's there and there's a human above them, you're going down the wrong path as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
So, well, y'all, that was the show.
I'm glad Ruben got a day off. You know what I'm saying? He out there on vacation or whatnot.
Well, see, yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but it's funny that you say that.
I mean, he still chimed in on the comments at the beginning.
He had one comment, man.
Bruh, why?
I was wondering why it was on at all.
Exactly. It's like, why, bruh? Get out of here. We don't need you.
Wow.
We was late without you, bruh. You think we don't know how to be late without you?
You gonna pay for that one. Oh, I can't wait till next week when he says
pay for what? Nigga, you don't pay me, so how am I gonna pay for it?
Wow.
That man don't pay me for no podcast. He don't marinate no chicken. So
what you mean he don't marinate no chicken?
You ever had some chicken from Ruben?
No. Is it real? Really?
He don't marinate no chicken.
Not even for a little while?
He don't marinate no chicken, bro.
Yeah, Ruben, we gotta have talk, bro.
Bruh, I think I just started seeing them put lemon pepper on chicken, man. Hey, I get to talk about it, but not you. Not you.
He said W. Brown 81, the worst.
I get to say it, not you. Not you.
Well, apparently those are your feelings, sir. Her feelings are facts.
You're right. Her feelings are facts. Mine are just my feelings.
Exactly. Well, as Ruben would say, tell somebody about us. What does he say? He says,
tell a friend, tell an enemy,
that's right,
tell
but
somebody.
Tell somebody. That's right. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, but tell somebody. I want to thank Ruben, even though he's not here, because this is his show. I want to thank MoeB and my wife, because she's always part of this podcast, whether she likes it or not. And I want to thank me for being on here.
You want to thank yourself?
Yes.
I want to thank you too, man. Thank you for making all this possible, man.
I appreciate you.
Because you be doing all the editing and stuff, and because that's all stuff I wouldn't have the patience to do. I mean, I barely had the patience to be up here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe if you would learn it, you could do it. It's not that big a job.
I didn't say anything about not being able to do it. I didn't say anything about the skill. I can acquire the skill. I can't acquire the will.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. Well, anybody that's involved in this show, I really appreciate it, because everybody that's listening and not commenting, everybody's commenting and listening, all the things. I appreciate y'all. So until next week at 9 p.m. on a Sunday, we out. Peace.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, RB5 Men Warning, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, MoeB 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, RB 5 Men Warning. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.